Hey everybody. So I was looking over some Trump rally footage that I have, and I have a lot. I have about 2-3 hours worth of footage that I had taken with my GoPro that was strapped on my chest, and then I have other footage of another GoPro that I had handheld. And so a lot of the people that were there, activists, organizers, journalists, um, photographers, all of us, we've kind of decided that we didn't really want to aid the Albuquerque Police Department in their witch hunt, so we didn't want to put out any video footage because we felt like they might use some of that against civilians. We've decided now that there's really not much. They have a lot of their own camera footage from their own lapel cams, and there's not a whole lot of difference between ours and theirs, except for the very personal interactions we had and private interactions we had amongst our comrades and whatnot. So those things I'm not going to be publishing a lot of that, but there's a few things that I definitely want to get out, and one of them is going to be in a video that I'm going to link with this video, and just to talk towards what happened that night a little bit. We've all heard from multiple sources, including SWAP. That was the organization which I tried participating in their action, which started inside the rally. And was an amazing, beautiful action, non-violent, and it caused the exact kind of reactions and emotions that we wanted. And I'll report on that as well, but not in this video. So when I got outside, there was everything everyone said. There was trucks and cars and people all over blasting music and Mexican flags, American flags, New Mexican flags in a lot of people's cars. There was a lot of mix of things. I guess for a couple hours while we were inside, this had been going on outside, and the group of protesters in the front. So when I got up to my comrades finally and got all my gear on and everything, they had already stormed the front, and there was a line of police in full gear, no shields or anything like that, but they were lined up at the front of the convention center. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen that footage because it's all over the internet. So, and you know about the horses, and you know about them pushing out people and the elderly man and all that stuff. It all happened. All of the ingredients for chaos were there that night, and to blame the organizers that tried to prevent this chaos is 100% wrong and inaccurate, because I went to meetings before the rally that were specifically designed to create peacekeepers and to talk about how do we not have this type of a scenario happen. So we know that, as I just said, the ingredients were there for chaos, and the Albuquerque Police Department and all the other agencies that came out added on to this, all of this mess. So they were severely underprepared for what they had taken on, and when that happens, it caused fear on both sides, but it causes fear in the police force because they're faced with something that they don't really know how to deal with, and when people are afraid, they lash out. And that happened several times. So to move on from that, the police eventually started pushing everyone back from the convention center because they were trying to get people out of there and whatnot. There was fights breaking out. There was Trump supporters who I believe were on a mission to come and start fights with the protesters and the organizations, because we were there for a long time, very obviously in the streets everywhere, and then out of nowhere you get these group of 5-6 guys who were obviously Trump supporters start fighting with groups on our protest side, civilian side. And within seconds we're shut down because we had huge groups of people with us, and there was fights because of this. Anger was met with anger. This wasn't a time for peace. It hasn't been. Our state has been going in decline, has been in decline for several years, and to think that having Donald Trump in the center of Albuquerque, in the center of the most immigrated, concentrated state in the nation, and not think that there was going to be issues is stupid, is foolish, is ignorant. It's all the words that you want to think of. So since then, SWAP, Javier Benavides, Rodriguez, you know, they've been putting out counter narratives, and the rest of the SWAT members, I don't want to leave anyone out. They've been putting out counter narratives to what has happened. They've been giving it to the city councilor Dan Lewis, and to everyone who's been kind of saying that the organizations and the peaceful protesters were the cause of this, and that the fact that they had a protest was our fault, that everyone came out to this type of action. People would have came out regardless. The fact that SWAP, Progress Now, and a couple other people made an event for it is not what caused what happened that night. This would have happened regardless. We all know this. We could have done it without posting anything online or without making some type of big public organizing effort. So, all right, so I don't really want to repeat so much of what's been said this last couple weeks. So what I wanted to do was show this video, it also corresponds with a video that KOB put out, and it's of the female protester who got shoved to the ground, and she was maced and repeatedly maced, and then shoved to the ground, and then when she didn't move, she was maced again, and all the people around her. And so I happened to be getting treatment for, I had gotten sprayed mace in my eye, and right when I go to the side to get treatment, this happens in front of me.
I just need a water.
Yeah, here.
I already got sprayed once tonight. They're throwing shit and running. Let's move to the side.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, it's pretty. Watch out, man.
Thanks, brother.
There's a rope right there. Here, let's get you around this. Here. Hurry, go.
Hey! Move! All right, let me go. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. I need water! I need water!
Now you can see in this video, there's already people coming towards me that have been sprayed. There's one gentleman that you can vaguely see. He has his arms out like this, and he can't see a thing because he's just been completely sprayed. In the link I provide, the KOB link that I provided, you will see the exact same footage that I have, but actually a different view, and it shows these protesters, or possibly just people, onlookers, I don't know, getting sprayed real heavily and then getting shoved because they can't go anywhere because they're blind. So, that's what happened in this video, and then I get a police officer does the same thing to me. I'm literally on my knees on the ground, can't see a thing, and he's shoving me, saying, go, move, this and that, and I'm saying I don't know where to go because I can't see anything. And so then he calls for a 16, which means an arrest, and I had done nothing at this point but get maced, and so I immediately got up and just ran. That's what I did. And he had my GoPro, ripped it off me, and thank God I got the camera, or else we wouldn't have this footage. But that was what they're doing. Incredibly aggressive use of lethal force, I'd say. I mean, some of these people could have been seriously damaged, being blinded and then shoved to the ground, where there's multiple objects coming out of the ground. Different posts and pillars and this and that. So if people want to say protesters were throwing rocks, like, there may have been a couple big rocks, but there was lots of little pebbles being thrown. There was not a lot of huge rocks just laying around. There was stuff being thrown. There was a couple individuals who were not part of any organizations that were starting fires and that were throwing, trying to throw barriers and stuff like that. But this is what New Mexico's decline has created. This is what Susana Martinez's administration has created. When you lose all of our providers and our mental health care services and the things that are the very glue of what keeps our community together, then what do you expect? you know. And I'm just going to keep reiterating that this is nothing but the fault of leadership. This is not because people created some type of scenario that was volatile in the moment. You know, this has been in the makings. So I'll keep posting videos. You know, respond to this. I'll message you guys as much as I can, and I hope you have a good one.